Hey everyone, it's snack time. Today we're going to make something tasty. This is ham and cheese puff pastry. This is a real simple snack when you got a bit of a hunger going on. What do we need to make this? Well, it's puff pastry. So we need a box of puff pastry. You're going to use one or two depending on how many pieces you want. We need some spinach. Oh, don't fear, it's very easy to work with. Some grated Swiss. Now, if you don't have it like I don't, I've just got a mix of cheddar and mozzarella. Cubed ham, 2 cups. I think I've only got about a cup and a half. Cup of milk, 2 tablespoons of flour, some salt and pepper, a little bit of butter, and an egg for an egg wash when we're done. Our first job is to get our puff pastry out of the package and rolled out. I had 2 rolls of puff pastry, but when I opened one of them up, it wasn't in the best. So we're only using one now. You're going to take your knife and you're going to cut them. Now what I did find was when I cut them into more than 4 pieces, they were more rectangle shaped. So I could have been real careful and cut this one strip of puff pastry into 12 pieces. It would have been a little tricky with the filling, but I think I could have done it. Instead, I just cut it down the middle in half like you see here. And I've got 8 pieces, which was fine. Except when I went to put it together, it was like long on one side. Not the end of the world. So we're going to separate all our pieces because we've got to make our filling. So we'll separate them from the wax paper. I'm going to wrap them up and put them back in the fridge till we need them. And off they go. Into our pot, let's make our ham and cheese mixture. That's 2 tablespoons of butter. Ish. We're going to make a roux to start things off. So we'll let the butter melt down. And into that we're going to put a little bit of pepper, a little bit of salt. Taste her up right there. And in goes our 2 tablespoons of flour. So we're going to make a roux. Roux's real simple. That's all you put in. Then you just mix it around, Kind of start simmering up to a boil and see how it changed colors to a nice light brown. That's all you need. Now we're going to put milk in. We got a cup of milk. We'll put a little bit in. Keep stirring because you want to mix all that together, all that flour, butter, and milk. Looks good. Okay, let's just put the rest of it in now. I think it's all nice and mixed. And yeah, that's looking good. We'll mix that around a little bit. Okay. I think it's all nice and combined. And see how it's starting to thicken? That's what you're looking for. Next up, in goes our spinach. Now the recipe says 2 cups. So I'm kind of guessing because it's hard to tell with the leaves, but that's probably close to 2 cups, and I had almost nothing left in the container, so what the hell, it's all going into the pot. Not going to hurt a thing. And if you want less spinach, put in less spinach. That's all. Don't put any at all if you really don't want any. Watch how quick this wilts down. Once you get her down and in the pot and it starts warming up, it takes almost no time at all. What happened to the spinach? Oh, it's all in there. That gives this nice green look. Here goes our cubed ham. Yeah, there's maybe just over a cup and a half maybe. It's alright, that's all mixed with our spinach and now our cheese. Well, like I said, I didn't have the Swiss cheese, but I did have a mix of cheddar and mozzarella. You know, or pepper jack if you want something with a little kick to it. We're not putting it all in, because we are going to use it. Probably a good cup and a half worth. Mix all that together, and that is our ham and cheese mix. just like that. Okay, off the element, onto a baking sheet. We'll bring out our puff pastry pieces. Say that 3 times fast. All nice and laid out on our baking sheet. So this is real simple. You take a tablespoon, you go into our ham, cheese, and spinach mixture, and you carefully put a tablespoon into the middle. You're going to need the sides because you got to put it all together. So don't go overboard. And you can see roughly how much you're dealing with. I think if I put even more than that, it wouldn't have worked out. Then I'd have a big mess to play with. So here's what we do. A little bit of cheese on top. Forgot about that part. Because you can't have enough cheese. Now, you take 2 ends, bring them to the middle, pinch them together. You take the other 2 ends, do the exact same thing. Carefully bring them to the middle, and while you're at it, you got to bring up the sides. So anywhere where there's kind of a opening, you're going to want to bring that up into the middle. And when we're done, once we pinch it all together, we should have something that looks something like that. So we'll try it again so you can see it. 2 corners into the middle, the other 2 corners into that same middle, pinch them all together. Carefully bring up the other ends that are now open. 1, 2, like that. And then anything else that's left over, bring it all up to the middle, pinch it all together. Just like that. And look, there you go. Now I just got to do it with the other ones. We end up with something that looks like that. But we're not done. Oh, no, no, no. Take our egg, whisk it together, grab a pastry brush, and we're just going to cover the tops of each one of those puff pastry pieces. And that's going to help it brown up ultimately. So into the oven it's going to go 400 degrees for 18 to 20 minutes. And when it comes out, it should look something like this. Doesn't that look good? Smells pretty good. Let's get them on a plate. And there you have it. Ham and cheese puff pastry. Yummy. Hey, another great recipe. I hope you'll give it a try. Leave me a comment below, one way or the other. Listen, if you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button and hit the bell because that'll tell you the next time I upload a video. Feel free to share this in any of my other videos. And thanks for stopping by and watching. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.